Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly while others struggle their entire lives? The secret isn't about how much money they make, it's about how they think. The wealthy have a mindset that sets them apart, and here's the best part: it's a mindset you can adopt. In this video, we're going to uncover the key ways to think like the rich and how those shifts in perspective can help you unlock opportunities and financial success you may have thought were out of reach. Let's start with a simple question. How do you view money? For many people, money is seen as a source of stress, a necessary evil, or something that's always just out of reach. But for the wealthy, money is a tool, a resource that can be used to create opportunities, solve problems, and build a better future. This subtle shift in perspective changes everything. When you see money as a tool rather than a limitation, you start looking for ways to use it more effectively, rather than worrying about how little you have. For instance, instead of focusing on how much you're earning right now, consider how that money can be leveraged to create more income streams. This could be through investments, starting a side business, or acquiring skills that increase your earning potential. One of the biggest differences in the way the rich think is their focus on opportunities rather than obstacles. While many people see challenges as roadblocks, the wealthy view them as opportunities to grow, learn, or innovate. For example, during times of economic downturn, most people focus on cutting costs and surviving. Meanwhile, the wealthy are often investing in undervalued assets, starting new businesses, or acquiring properties. Why? Because they understand that challenges often bring hidden opportunities. Take the real estate market, for example. During recessions, properties can be purchased at lower prices, providing the chance for significant gains when the market recovers. This mindset of seeking opportunities where others see problems is a defining characteristic of wealthy individuals. Another key aspect of thinking like the rich is adopting an abundance mindset. People with a scarcity mindset believe that resources, including money, are limited. They focus on protecting what they have and often feel threatened by the success of others. In contrast, an abundance mindset embraces the idea that there is plenty to go around. The success of others doesn't diminish your potential. In fact, it can inspire you to achieve more. Adopting this mindset means shifting from "I can't afford it" to "How can I afford it?" A question that opens the door to creative solutions. For instance, instead of avoiding an opportunity because of its cost, someone with an abundance mindset might explore partnerships, financing options, or ways to generate additional income to make it feasible. This approach not only broadens your possibilities, but also cultivates resourcefulness. The rich also think long-term. While most people are focused on immediate needs or short-term goals, the wealthy are often looking years, even decades, into the future. They understand the power of delayed gratification and the impact of compounding. For example, instead of spending a windfall on a luxury car, they might invest it in assets that will generate passive income for years to come. This long-term perspective allows them to make decisions that build wealth over time, rather than simply providing temporary satisfaction. A wealthy individual might invest in stocks, rental properties, or even their own business, knowing that these assets will grow in value and provide returns far beyond the initial investment, and come out stronger on the other side. Another mental shift that sets the rich apart is their relationship with risk. Most people are risk-averse, avoiding uncertainty and sticking to what feels safe. But the wealthy understand that calculated risks are often necessary for growth. They don't take reckless gambles. Instead, they educate themselves, analyze potential outcomes, and take strategic risks that align with their goals. This willingness to embrace risk is a key factor in their success. For instance, they might invest in a startup that aligns with their expertise or enter a new market they've thoroughly researched. Even if a risk doesn't pay off immediately, the lessons learned often pave the way for future success. The rich understand that avoiding risk entirely often means avoiding opportunity. Finally, the rich prioritize continuous learning and self-improvement. They read books, attend seminars, seek out mentors, and constantly look for ways to grow their knowledge and skills. They know that the more they learn, the more they can earn. This commitment to growth isn't just about finances. It's about becoming the best version of themselves in all areas of life. For example, they might study negotiation to secure better deals, or learn about emerging technologies to stay ahead of the curve in their industry. This habit of learning ensures that they remain adaptable and open to new opportunities, regardless of how the world changes around them. So, how can you start thinking like the rich? Begin by changing how you view money. See it as a tool, not a limitation. Adopt an abundance mindset, focus on opportunities, and think long-term. Be willing to take calculated risks and never stop learning. Start small. Maybe read a book on personal finance, start a side hustle, or set a goal to save and invest a specific amount each month. These shifts in mindset won't just change the way you think about money, they'll change the way you approach life. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one mindset shift you're ready to make today? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could benefit from this message. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.